Good evening. The word of the day is persevere. I talked a little bit about my dad and the gentleman that was trying to start the motor on his hay baler the other day. What I didn't say about my dad was that he was well known in the area that he worked in with farm equipment for fixing square balers. He was often called out to the field to fix a square baler. And folks, he could tune one up where it would kick those bales out like nobody's good business. I've seen many days when it's kicked out 500, 600, or even over 1,000, just clicking them out and never missing a beat. And that was good because we had to get the hay up, but it was also bad because when you're standing in the edge of a hayfield looking out across it and there's 1,000 bales of hay laying there, you feel overwhelmed and just like, oh, what are we going to do? Especially when you've just got 4 or 5 people to pick up all those bales of hay and try to get them in the barn, and they're predicting rain for the next day. You feel like this task is just something we can't do. We're already defeated before we even start. And I think a lot of people feel that way about this COVID-19 thing. The governor of North Carolina has just announced that for the next 30 days, there's going to be a stay-at-home order. All non-essential businesses are basically being shut down. People are wondering how they're going to make it through that, but they're looking at the whole entire time. We need to think about the lesson of the hayfield. You don't start picking up 1,000 bales all at once. You start with the bale right at you. You pick that bale up and you load it up. And then you move to the next bale and load it up. And you quit looking out across the field and worrying about the fact that there's 1,000, and you pick up the next bale, and then you pick up the next bale, and then you pick up the next bale. That's the way we need to get through this. We need to live the day the best way we can. We need to make sure we're following the recommendations. Social distance. Wash your hands. Sneeze into your elbow. Don't sneeze on other people. Let's do everything we can to protect everybody, because that's the best way we can show people we care about them right now, is try to keep from spreading anything, especially this virus. Remember the lesson of the hayfield. Do what you have to do that's right in front of you now. Don't be overwhelmed by everything you see, but do what you have to do today. Persevere. Keep on keeping on. There were lots of days in the hayfield that I didn't think I was going to make it. Sometimes we'd get some bales that one of my uncle called shoelace busters. He'd look at me and say, your daddy done baled up some bales so big and heavy, so when you pick them up, your feet flatten out so wide it busts your shoelaces. But we got them up too. And that's the way we got to get through this. One day at a time, just like in the hayfield, one bale at a time. And pretty soon, you look back and the field is empty. Pretty soon we're going to look back and the stay-at-home order is going to be gone, and the virus is going to be going down in numbers instead of going up. And we're going to have made it through this. And we're going to all feel like we've accomplished something. Just keep on keeping on. Persevere. Have a great day.